I'm pretty sure most of you caught the Fortnite Splashdown launch trailer earlier this week, and I gotta say, it looks awesome. There's a few skins in there that I'm already excited to draw for you, and I'm sure there'll be plenty more coming up soon. There's also some familiar skins that I've already drawn, so be sure to head on over to my Fortnite playlist and check them out. Join me every Friday for Fortnite Friday, because I have an exciting lesson planned for you next week. If you can guess what it is, just drop it down in the comments below. So without further ado, let's get into today's lesson on how to draw Cyclo, the final skin from Chapter 2. Now we're going to get started in the center of our page with the base of the helmet. So let's start over on the left side and draw a straight line. Starting on the left, going straight across towards the right. Now from the ends we're going to angle up and out. So let's start on the left side. Draw a straight line going up, and then we'll draw that same length line over on the right side. Now we want to connect the ends with a large half circle. So let's start on the left side, curve out and up. Going to round this out and pull this up towards the center. Come around towards the right. Come down, and then we'll pull that in. Let's draw a circle in the center of the head. We're going to start right in the middle, work our way around towards the left, and down towards the bottom, and then back up towards the top. Now we want to add some wobbly rings that go around the center circle. So let's start at the very top. Just going to wobble this line going all the way around, and then pull that back up towards the top. Now we're going to step out and do that again, going a little bit larger around the outside. Let's do that a couple more times, starting at the top. And then we're going to add a swirl pattern on the last string. We're going to start at the very top. It's going to go out, down. We're going to bend this around and then go up towards the top of the head. Let's go back to the center. I'm just going to round this out, go over, go back out towards the right and then down. And then we'll just pull that back up towards the side of the head. Let's go over towards the left side. Start by curving up. Down, round at the bottom, going up, and pull this around towards the bottom. I'm just going to curve that back out towards the left side of the head. And then we'll go over towards the right side, go up, come down, around, and up. I'm just going to pull that back around and up towards the right side. Let's go back out towards the outside of the collar. We're going to start on the left side. We're going to curve down and then just pull that in. Let's do the same thing on the right. Coming down and then bending that in. And then from the ends, we're going to draw a straight line coming in. We want to leave a gap right in the middle. So let's start with the left. Coming in, and we'll continue out on the right. And we'll connect the bottom corner of the head towards the bottom corner of the collar with a straight angled line. And then from the inside, we've got two straight lines coming down the middle. And we'll close off the bottom with a straight line. And then we're going to add that canister just underneath the head. Starting from this bottom corner, we're going to step up, draw a straight line going out. We want to line this up with that top corner. Do the same thing on the right. Now we connect the top and bottom with a curve that goes out and then back in. Let's add a trim along the inside. Starting from the top corner, we'll step in, follow that same curve, going out and then in. We'll step in and draw that again. Let's do the same thing on the right. Let's add that large hose over on the right side of the body. From the center, we'll step down, we'll draw a C shape, going out and then back in. It's almost like a half circle. And then from the top, we'll draw a straight line going out towards the right. Step down to the bottom and draw that same length line. And then from the bottom, we're going to draw a straight line coming down. Let's round up the bottom with a half circle. And then we'll pull that straight up right beside the canister. And we'll curve that in behind. Let's close off the inside with a straight line going up. Let's add a little bit of detail. On the left side, we draw two straight lines. One on the left, step in, one on the right. Then we'll add a strap going across the bottom. Starting down here, draw a line going across, step down, draw that twice. Now we're going to tuck the body armor in behind. Let's start on the left side of the collar. Start with a straight angle line coming down and out. Line this up on the right, and do the same thing. And then from the outside, we're going to curve down and then in towards the middle. We want to leave a gap in the center. So let's start with the left. We're going to curve down and then just pull that in. Go to the right. We're going to tuck this in behind the pipe and continue down along the bottom. Let's close out the center with a straight line. Let's add some detail to the armor. We're going to start on top of the shoulders. From this corner, we're going to step in, draw a straight angled line going up and out. Do the same thing on the right. Let's flatten off the end with a short line coming in towards the head, and it'll come back down in behind the shoulders. And then from the top, we'll draw another angled line going up and out. Let's add a small circle at the end. Let's do the same thing on the right, going up and out. Then we'll add that small circle. Now I'm going to add some detail on the left side. Starting underneath the collar, I'm going to curve in and then back out like a half circle. And then on the inside, we'll draw a small circle. I'll add an even smaller circle in the center. Now the side of the body is going to get tucked in underneath the armor and this hose. So let's start on the left side. Start with a curve going out and then down towards the hip. Now the right side is going to get tucked in behind the hose. So let's go back to the left side, curve down, and then pull that up. Let's go back to the left side and step up and draw the top of the belt. Just follow that same curve coming down and then up. And then we'll add a buckle right in the center. Leaving a gap, we'll draw two lines. One on the left and then one on the right. And then from the bottom corner of the armor, we'll draw a straight line coming down towards the belt. Let's add a belt loop on the side. From the left side of the buckle, we're going to step out, draw a straight line coming down, and we'll do the same thing on the right. Let's continue working down with the legs. From the buckle, we're going to step down, draw a short line going across, from left to right. From the left side, we're going to curve the leg going out, and then down towards the heel. Go to the right side, and we'll do the same thing. Let's round out the bottom of the feet. Starting from the left heel, I'm going to curve the foot, coming down, and then up towards the toe, and do the same thing on the right. And then we'll round out the top of the foot. Starting on the left side, we're going to curve the foot going up, and we're going to pull that down, aiming towards the heel. We're going to stop right about there, and then we'll angle up and in. Let's do the same thing on the right, going up towards the top of the foot, rounding this out, and then coming down, and then we'll angle up and in. Now we're going to move back up to the hips and draw on the side of the leg. Let's start on the left side. We're going to curve the leg going out, and then down on top of the foot, go over towards the right side, going out, and then down. Now I'm going to move back down and add a thick sole on the bottom of the feet. You want to take this curve, step up from the toe, and just trace that across. And then we'll add a toe cap. Starting on top of the foot on the left, curve in, and then down. Let's add some detail to the legs. From the top of the foot, we're going to step up. Starting from the outside of the leg, we'll curve down, and then back up. Line this up on the right, and do the same thing. From the outside of the cuff, we'll step down. I'm just going to trace that same curve coming about halfway across the leg, and then come straight down on top of the foot. Do the same thing on the right. Coming in about halfway across the leg, and then we'll pull that straight down. And then we'll add a small oval on the inside of the leg. Let's start on the left. All the way around. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to move up and draw on the knees. From the top of the cuff, we'll step up, curve down, and then in, and then angle up and in with a short line. Let's do the same thing on the right. Coming down, and then in, and then we'll angle that up. Now from the top, we'll angle down and in, and we'll pull that straight down on top of the boot cup. Let's go back to the outside and add the hinge. From the top, we'll step down. Just gonna follow that same curve coming into right about there, and we'll come straight down. Now I'm gonna add a strap going across the left thigh. Let's start at the very top, curve down, and then in towards the inside of the leg. Step down, we're just gonna trace that out, going in. We're also going to add a strap going across the lower torso. We're going to start on the left side, curve out, and then up underneath the belt on both sides. Now he's got these little antennas on the outside of the leg. So let's start on the left side. We're going to draw a half circle, going out and then in. Let's line this up on the right. We'll do the same thing. And then from the outside of the half circle, we'll angle up and out. Let's add a circle on the end. Let's move up and draw in the arms. We're going to start where the armor meets the body. Starting here, we're going to curve out and then down towards the wrist. Let's line this up on the right side and do the same thing. And then from the wrist, we're going to draw a half circle for the thumb. Coming in and then back out. At the end of the thumb, we'll add a bracket. And then we'll draw 3 fingers on either side. Starting from the bottom of the thumb, we come down, and then bend the finger up around that bracket, step down, curve down, and then up the second finger. And we'll start the third finger along the side, going out, we'll round up the arm, and then pull that in behind the armor. Let's do the same thing on the right. Let's add the top edge of the glove. Starting from the wrist, we're going to step up. We're going to curve up and then out. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Going up and then out. And then from here, we're going to draw a straight line going up and then go straight out toward the outside of the arm. I'm also going to add a circle on the back of the hand. Let's start on the left side. Start with that circle. And then we'll draw a smaller circle in the center. Now there's a torn cape that goes in behind the body and the legs. So let's start underneath the arm on the left side, come down, I'm going to bend that out, do the same thing on the right. Now from the left side, we're going to curve in and then back out, just going over that antenna, and we'll pull that back in, coming down and then in behind the leg on both sides. Now I want to continue the bottom of the cape in between the legs. So we'll start on the left side, we'll curve up and then back down. Let's add that energy wave going from the top of the shoulder on the right towards the hand. So we start at the very top of the circle, curve up, down, go back out, and we'll bend that in towards the back of the hand. And then we'll add some thickness to this wave. Starting back on the top, we're just going to taper this so it's wider on the middle. And then we'll taper that back in towards the bottom. And that's pretty much it. There's a Cyclo skin from Fortnite. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your request in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.